I believe if you are an online business, you should have a signature presentation. I believe if you're a thought leader, if you're an expert in your industry and you don't have a signature presentation, I would argue that you're not an industry leader. Sometimes I just come off and it's like, dang, dog, who got into your company? Hey, it's just, you either care about this stuff or you don't. So we have masterclass or signature presentation. We're talking conversion events where somebody goes from being an audience member or a prospect into a client or a customer. You can also do an assessment, which is a quiz to let people know where they're at in the journey based on how you help them. You can lead people into a discovery call. Somebody asked the question, what should I do on my discovery calls this morning? And I said, let people share how bad it's been, how bad they want it, what would happen if they get it. They should talk 70% of the time, and you should just be helping them paint the picture that if we're supposed to work together, this is what life would look like, or, you know. And then we also have tiny challenges, which I love. A tiny challenge is a series of calls throughout a few days, 3 or 5, and you just are unpacking one problem for 3 days, or you're helping somebody go from point A to point B in 3 days or 5 days, and then you sell them something at the end. So those are intimate conversion events. And when I say intimate, I literally mean that. Like, they actually maybe have a level of access.
That's good. Like the live pod or anything you do here. So yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
And so, I said there was a sub-framework within this framework where I said you want to say what people want to hear with the content. In this case, you want to sell people in a way they thank you for it. And this is how you do it. Like, people thank you for selling them something when you do the heavy lifting before they get sold. This is what I mean. When you create a presentation that shifts the beliefs in a person's mind about the thing they want, the action they've been trying to take, the thing they've been trying to build, and you did that because you crafted a presentation that would do that in their mind. Number one, I think that's real influence. I think real influence is shaping the way somebody thinks about the thing after they meet you. So that at some point, you watch this content, you watch this podcast or listen to this podcast, and you're like, man, this seems like impossible. And like, you just got an unlock because you listened to this podcast. Like, that is influence. But it happened because I did some of the heavy lifting before we even started talking. When I think about the signature presentation, somebody asked today, what do I do to make a bulletproof signature presentation? I said, kill the top 3 or 5 limiting beliefs around the thing. So when I think about, give me something. Give me an industry or a sector. You want to keep the dad thing going?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so this guy, the tired dad.
The tired dad.
I tried to funnel hack, which, by the way, I don't know how he's doing. I mean, he might be doing this in his free time. He might be doing this as a part-time, but like, bro could have a community of dads paying $27 a month and maybe have 2,000 people in it. But how do you get them there? How much would that be? 27 times 2,000? Is that 47 grand a month?
54.
54. Okay. 54. Look at that. That's $500,000 business. All right, here we go. We're breaking down his $500,000 business. So if he put it out there and he said, hey, I've been getting a ton of DMs, or like the page blew up. If you're a dad, I see you. I actually want to help you in 2026. So I'm doing this class where I'm going to be sharing the 5 foundational elements to a prosperous dad or a prosperous parent or a whatever. And in that, what are some limiting beliefs that we have as dads that he could frame
I guess it's kind of hard because we're both not dads, but
Kinda.
like, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. All right. So,
Wait, hold on.
you
That
want to
like
tell the audience?
no, hold on. Wait.
Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
that
That'd be
spikes a
crazy.
question in me because you just mentioned that if he like posted, hey, I'm gonna be doing this class for so and so, that would mean that he would have a signature presentation, right, to present, or
Yeah,
a
at the
master
level.
class,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, that would mean that he's an expert behind the scenes or like behind his content, when all of his content is based off of relatability and not necessarily expertise, right? Because you wouldn't say his reels are like he's giving game. It's more just so
No.
like you felt seen.
Which is
Right?
an element to his brand.
Yes. So
But I think you're trying to force something. I'm only giving to people who want it.
right.
Like, is this class that you said free or is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, if no one wants this game, they can leave. Like, I mean, I think because what you're saying is like, I don't know if he's an expert because he's a dad.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
an expert because he's a dad who made content on it and has 1 million followers, and all my man friends follow him.
Right.
And yes, we follow him because we felt seen. That's like, I mean, I think about Dad Gang,
The hat. Yeah.
brand. That's all that brand is like. But could they leverage their email list and throw a web class? And will some people show up because they've built a presence online?
Yeah.
Essentially, I actually think more than him being seen, he's built that relatability is a form of trust.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So
Yeah.
like, but I know what you're saying. Bro didn't study psychology and maybe do years as a parent, a counselor, as a parent. But the thing is like, some people are pastors that listen to this, and like,
Yeah.
pastors do a lot of things that don't make them experts. But because you literally saved marriages and you buried loved ones and you married young people, and like, dude, you're an expert in a lot of things.
Yeah.
So
No, it's good.
Pain point of a dad, though.
yeah, I mean, I think about number one is that you need to have a good father to be a great father.
Yeah.
I think sometimes
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
you need to have had a good father to be a great father.
Like that's a false belief, or that's
yeah,
a real.
Yeah.
It's a false belief.
Oh, okay.
That like
Yeah.
the reason why I'm a terrible father is because my dad didn't
Right.
exist.
Okay.
Like, and then he can help through that.
Yeah.
Another one is that you need to make a lot of money.
I was gonna say money.
Like something about money, that you either need to make the most.
That's true.
That might be it. In order for you to be a great dad, you need to be making the most in the household. The reality is that doesn't necessarily have to be the case.
For sure.
That's what's funny about limiting beliefs is like, or not. That's kind of like the idea is like, you got to make the most, or you don't. You got to be an entrepreneur, or you can be a high income earner, or you can have a side hustle, whatever.
Yeah.
So there we go. We got father wounds is a limiting belief, keeping you from being a great
Okay.
father. We have money,
Okay.
being a provider. We have like maybe it has something to do with like the wife. Like, let's think about like single dad, or we can think about a limiting belief to think that your wife doesn't get it or something. Like something along those lines, where it's like you feel isolated. That's not a living belief, but that is like
An issue or problem.
an issue, a problem.
Pinpoint.
And the reality is you're not isolated. I actually created this community, like it's game over after that. So notice where I'm trying to build right here. So we got money, we got relationships, we have our past, we have
Ooh, is there something with health?
yes, potentially. Well, I'm trying to think. I am trying to be introspective right now.
Yeah.
Trying to think like health wise. No, one is that like that there is a perfect dad. Like there is that, because we have a concept that there's a perfect idea of a dad, or the perfect dad.
Okay.
Like even thinking that there is one is a limiting belief, because we look to athletes and then we look to people who are at a higher place or they're more successful, and we're like, they must be, and the chances are it's like, no. That's why and then now we need to find these stories where like, dude, the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
Bro wasn't providing, bro wasn't making money, bro was single,
No home,
no home,
no job.
and you watch that movie, and they're like, dude, he was an incredible father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm just giving the game away right now. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, that's 4. I think the 5th one we can go.
But it also doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it could be 3.
Yeah.
It could be 3.
But the 5th one could literally be that, you know, that fatherhood is figured out alone, or fatherhood is only figured out.
Yeah.
It's like, no. What if you can actually get wisdom before you find out? There's 2 ways to learn something in life. You can either learn by experience or you can learn by wisdom. I'd rather learn by wisdom than experience.
Facts.
So like, we just mapped out his whole web class or his master class, and then he can go, hey, that's why I put together this group, and based on his kind of content, it would be like a low ticket monthly reoccurring community, and then he could build out tiers, bro. He doesn't even know brand deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's crazy to think that that community becomes a self-sustaining engine. Like, it just becomes a community of dads all supporting each other. Like, he doesn't have to be anything.
No, facilitator.
Facilitated the group.
We've talked about, like, you can get paid to be a facilitator.
Right.
Which he's done the heavy lifting of building the shared relatability. And dude, and then this is where, like, the beauty of online business, like, bro could throw a conference, and now we're talking about a movement,
Right.
and now we're talking
20,000 dads at an arena. Yeah.
just crazy.
Dang it! Now I asked.
And then you bring
break apart my business, or now I wish we broke apart my business.
Dude, that's why
Real quick.
I'm selfish when I'm on a podcast and somebody gives an example. I'm like, no, I'm the example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Russell Brunson's like, yeah, let's say you're a mom who's trying to get into fitness. I'm like, no, let's say you're a guy who teaches content creation.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, just like quick, what would Brandon's be?
For what?
I'm a small creator, run a streetwear brand.
Yes.
People want to know my mind as far as creativity of like rollouts for their brand. How can they make 10K off of their first year of whatever? Like,
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do it as in like you're gonna help people launch their own clothing line.
yeah, let's just say that.
Let's just say it's that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Limiting beliefs. Clothing line is that. What? Do you need a ton of money to get?
No, I started with like $1,200.
Okay, so that you need a lot of money to get started. No.
No.
Number 2 is that the content, like, to find a manufacturer is a long process.
No.
Okay, to set up your Shopify account takes.
No.
Okay, and then we got like that you need crazy production equipment to show your website, to showcase your
No.
smartphone.
No.
Okay. I mean, we have like how to market, how to produce, how to network, and then we as far as selling though, like, you know, do you?
I guess
Like, what happens if no one buys? Like, is that a thought that crept in?
because of the years of time, of me just posting, I gained people's trust of like what I wear, and I feel like it was me promoting other people's brands. So why don't I just promote mine?
Yeah.
That's the concept, that how it came up.
So then
But
that's so good because like people think that they have to only sell their own thing.
yeah,
Well, it's like, no. Do you guys have a wardrobe? Start making content on your wardrobe,
yeah,
Dang.
and then you start seeding in your stuff.
dang, that's crazy.
So like, there's your web class, and then it's like, hey, I put together a thing.
Would you do monthly reoccurring? Would you do
Yeah.
for X amount? I'll work with you for the next year. Like, what would that say?
You're asking the wrong person, because I'm like, bro, if I'm gonna help you start your own clothing line, that's gonna probably get you to at least 100K in revenue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need 10 grand to get started. So we can work together for 10K.
Wow, I'm asking the right person.
And I'll be the shortcut.
Yeah.
The reality is, like, the offer is I'll give you my contact. The offer is I'm going to give you my content ideas.
Yeah.
The offer is I'm going to show you I'm going to give you my brand deal catalog.
Bro, essentially your offer is give me 10 and I'll give you 100. That's your offer.
No, 100. 100, 10. And then, but you probably go, because you're thinking about the people like, that maybe don't have the 10.
Yeah.
Well, the idea is like most people won't have the 10.
Yeah.
But then that's why if you get really good at sales, this is, I mean, what did I write down? I wrote down sell them in a way where they thank you for it. This is like you have to be able to show people that is what's happening. Like, that is what's happening here, by the way. That you're investing in yourself 10 so that you can make 100.
That's good.
Now, if people feel like they're losing 10, that means you probably didn't do a good job at communicating the way you were going to get them there. Something Jesus was really good at, by the way. He was like, just walk with me, talk with me, and I'll show you. I'm going to show you the unforced rhythms of grace, and
That's good.
So, yeah, I mean, if that's the first thing that comes to mind is like, well, did you have you ever have you ever purchased anything that you didn't have the money for?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so then why not start your business? Would you, knowing everything you know now and all the crap you've been through, pay 10 grand for everything you've learned?
Yes.
Why?
Because it saves me time and efforts and all the pain points that I've gone through in the last, say, year or two.
So here's the link to get started. So that's why it's so important to sell from your own place. And you could only sell from your own place.
Yeah.
If you even tried to sell from kind of like from their point of view, then you might succumb to their level.
Yeah.
And not to say that they're like low level, but investing in yourself. That the reason why you didn't do that is because, number one, maybe no one came up across your
My
feed.
mind wasn't unlocked.
Yeah.
At that
But there is that one guy that like the black colleges or the historic.
I have heard of, yeah.
Yeah, he helps people with like Shopify stuff. I mean, I know he's
I don't know if he has an offer or like a master class.
But yeah, but the other way is just low ticket.
Yeah.
So that's like what? That's like $47 a month. And then, but I'm talking about getting your 10K month, and I feel like you can get one person pay you 10K in 30 days with everything we were talking about in this podcast, like straight up, But I know you're building your actual thing.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's just like
But it's also like I was building my podcast, and I said, hey, who wants to pay me to teach you the ropes as I learn this rope?
Yeah.
So that's why I call like the digital or the disciple dollars. If you want to make money online, just have people join you and charge them for it. And it's just like, you'll learn as I learn.
That's good.
I'll give a perspective that you wouldn't know otherwise. I would actually argue the issue is people give perspectives that are so far removed from the problem when they first started it. So like, I like to think that I'm the best practitioner in the group, that I'm the one who's actually doing the stuff that I'm telling people they could be doing.
Yeah.
So that's why the I guess it's worth bringing up is the Empire ecosystem. So
I remember.
The Empire ecosystem is creating a business that has 3 ways to come to it.
Yeah.
And one way is through services, like an agency or like a done-for-you thing, service-based. Other is education. They come to you because of the content, and it's all virtual. It's not as hands-on. And then the other way is because of supplies or products.
Yeah.
But like if you, Brandon Flakes, you're building out your supplies and products. Now you have this education wing. And then the agency stuff, maybe at some point, is when you help design for other people. That's agency consulting services.
Yeah.
Somebody might want to pay you to actually come in, and they pay you a chunk of money just to be like, help us map out our next line. And you might want to do it, as a designer. But that would be like the three in your world. But this works for creatives. This works for real
Yes,
estate. It
girl,
doesn't
you
matter.
working. You working.
I was gonna.
That's fire though. Thank you.
Yeah. I think the reason why most people aren't the best at sales is because they just don't prioritize the buying experience. The experience of buying. When I say sell people in a way where they thank you for it, it's because you cared about the experience the person was going through
Yeah.
to get to the place of the transaction. And
Which is interesting because most sales content is always about from the sales perspective, like
Right.
how to sell
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
But it's
boy,
like,
give it to
how
them.
do you
Give
make,
it to
yeah,
them.
the buying experience is way better.
right. No, and when I think about the example of when you go into any regular store at a mall, the first question you get, because the people that work at mall stores like Zara or friggin' H&M or something like that, they don't see themselves as salesmen or saleswomen, and so they ask you, is there anything you're looking for that's specific? Whoever walks into a store
Yeah.
and has a specific thing they're looking for, like, what is the answer to that question? 99.99% of the time,
No.
no, just browsing. Well, I'm here, let me know if you need anything. Do you know I say that? You know, I say let me know if you need anything to the homies, or let me know if anything. if the conversation's over, let me know if anything. Hey, what you guys doing? I don't know. All right, bet. Let me know if anything. No, nothing's happening. Let me know if you need anything. Okay, well, right now I don't.
Yeah.
Versus, hey, would you like a water? Hey, hey, dope shirt. Where'd you get that from? Where else do you shop? Dude, your outfit's really cool. Like what? You're getting a person to give you answers.
Yeah.
And it's just prioritizing the buying experience. You know what? Another thing when it comes to sales is I define sales as a transference of enthusiasm. If you are excited about the thing you're selling, there's a chance that you can persuade somebody to want to buy the thing. We were at dinner last night at downtown Summerlin for Russell's birthday, and the girl, she was new. So like, she's like, yeah, all our specials are on that chalkboard. It's like a chalkboard in the sky. It's all written out, like New York steak, ribeye, this, that. And I was just asking her, like, how big, because me and Amanda like splitting food a lot, so we'll be like, how big is the New York steak? And she's like, actually, that's a good question. Let me go find out. She comes and finds out. She brings it up. Yeah, it's 10 ounces. Cool. How big's the ribeye? She's like, actually, good question. Let me go. And then she comes back and she's like, okay, it's a bone-in ribeye. It's 18 ounces. Okay. Does it come with any sides? Because it just says the name. Actually, that's a good question. She's like, sorry, I'm new. I'm like, that's fine. But the guy who's like helping her, he just comes. He's like, because like I'm thinking about New York Strip, and then he's like, dude, bro, the bone-in ribeye is like, it is unlike anything. The way it falls off the bone, it's this, and then the sides is like mashed potatoes, and he's just because she's new and she doesn't know what she's selling. There's a little bit of like I don't know what to order.
Like a disconnect there.
A disconnect there, but all because the guy uncertainty, and people feel that.
Yeah.
People be like, do they? And I mean, she's all. I literally had to put my hand on her shoulder and say, hey, you don't have to apologize anymore. She was apologizing every time she came. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're good. But this dude, like, his ability to communicate the ribeye, I'm like, babe, do we order anything else?
Yeah.
Like,
Bro spoke with conviction.
Yeah.
Like, get the ribeye.
And just, but what was the difference? Same stuff. It was the belief in what was being communicated.
It was the enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's enthusiasm. So, if you're not excited about the thing you're selling, people won't be. And you got to go from infinite content to intimate conversion events to number 3, uncovering your irresistible core offer. Irresistible core offer. I believe you could make your first $10,000 a month with one offer, and I actually made majority of my money in business with one offer. I wrote, great offers are simply a better option than the no option. Great offers. How do you know that your offer is irresistible? That by not taking it is a worse idea than actually taking it. So then when we think about you putting together something to help somebody launch their clothing brand, the idea that they go through all this, they consume your content, then they get on this web class with you or this discovery call with you, and you present them this and you show them what's possible and you show them what it's going to look like working together. Does your offer in their minds, like a person's got to get to like, dude, life is worse if I don't take this offer.
Yeah.
That's what constitutes an irresistible offer. That's the beauty of selling. That's the beauty of business. Is business inherently is not built on greed. It's actually built on service, and businesses are intended to get somebody somewhere faster, smoother, quicker, whatever, or more with less mistakes and like less pain, less costly. So it's actually usually offers are usually, and it should be, like the more cost effective route than it is more costly. But that's what I think about. I think about CJ, who started his clothing company. I don't know how he's found his people and stuff like that. I know nowadays it's like you really it is more accessible than ever. But had he met somebody, I just wonder if like. I don't know how it's going. I'm still. I'm sure.
That's funny you bring it up because I remember. I think I sent him like my manufacturers.
Oh, there you go.
But it didn't get followed with a question of like, what do I do? Like, how do I reach out to them, or how do I like know what to send them if I want this product made? So I feel like if I say package that well, I probably could have been like, hey, for $500, I'll let you use all the information that I have. And then. This is how I talk to them, so everything is just... Because when you send something like a manufacturer, they're just like, okay, what do I do now? Or like, what do I say to them? Or like, it's just a scary process, I guess.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to wire the money. Like, you don't know any of that stuff. Which is, again, that's what all this uncovering is like, dang, I sell confidence.
Yeah.
Because like the uncertainty of like a purchase order... That's scary, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It might be your last dollar.
Yeah.
And you're putting everything on this. But it is our job to make our offer irresistible to people when they hear it. Now, I don't tell people my offer on the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't tell people my offer after the signature presentation. Well, the offer after that is the challenge. Like the offer from the podcast is to buy a $97 ticket to a 5-day challenge, which is a live coaching experience that I do on Zoom. It's a very intimate conversion event where you actually get a lot of unlocks. That's what this podcast is sponsored by the way. But by the time you hear my offer, this thing sounds like
gold.
It sounds like gold.
Yeah.
But you're saying the process leading up to the offer is also what makes it irresistible.
Yes. Because I'm considering, because I prioritize the buying experience.
Right.
So that's why when people want to join my coaching from left field, I right now I'm not really entertaining it because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to send somebody to a salesperson. They hear jargon to get the sale. And then they come into the thing and then they're like, they don't know their way, they weren't educated in the buying experience. They were sold into the buying experience. And I think there's a difference. You can educate somebody to a place of a transaction, or you could literally, like, with a sales rep or somebody, can sell them into it, which if the sales guy is 100% commission, he's going to do whatever it takes to get the sale.
Yeah.
I don't do whatever it takes to get the sale. I give so much value. for the small group of people that want to go deeper and work together,
For sure.
then let's go. And when somebody buys something from you, just make sure you show up and over deliver. Literally, show up and over deliver. The framework within this framework. So we have unlock infinite content, usher into intimate conversion events, uncover your irresistible core offer. The internal framework in here, which is how to keep your business alive forever. It's say what people want to hear, sell people in a way they thank you for it, and then show up and over deliver. Like, what happens and what I've seen is that people don't do the last part, and so what happens is they kill their business from the back door because they don't over deliver, and it gets to a point where people will sell for you. It gets to a point where if you take care of people, they don't want to leave. So I've seen a lot of friends shut down their businesses because they're like, man, it's just not working anymore. And I'm like I'm not seeing testimonials. I'm not seeing success stories. I'm not seeing the thing you said you were selling to the people. And that'll kill a business real quick. Doesn't matter what kind of business you have.
Right.
We are not in the business of taking people's money and then running away. We're in the business of giving people a space and opportunity to pay attention to the information that will help accelerate their life, whether it's their relationships, whether it's their money, or it's their health. I really think it's like those are one of the three. If those things aren't happening, if they're not getting the skills, if they're not getting the service, then my goodness, yeah, your business, you'll have the 10K month or the 30K month, and then you'll have a no K month, and you'll wonder why.
Bro just said no K.
Yeah, that is the online business operation blueprint. I want more coffee. You guys have any thoughts? Closing thoughts?
No. What's that account called? Fatherhood?
The tired dad.
The tired.
I'm gonna buy you a Dad Gang hat.
What a crazy name though. So smart. The tired dad.
It is smart.
Because that's such a thing attached to dads is that they're tired.
It's the identity.
Yeah.
Title things, the identity, and people. He just has to explain what his content's about.
Yeah.
And then I think he has a podcast. So
okay.
You freaking bagging on his expertise. Bro, I had a podcast. Dang, dude.
I guess the biggest takeaway is just don't overthink what you're good at, or what's so old to you. And
actually, I don't think it's overthinking.
Well, overthink, but
I think it's overlook. People overlook what they have or what they're good at.
Well, anything that comes to mind is what we know isn't what everyone knows, and that's what we're experts on, I guess you could say.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because familiarity breeds contempt, even in our own life.
Yeah.
We get familiar with the things that are common to us, and so we get comfortable with what's common, and therefore we think what we know is not special.
I think it's almost like people who have obsessive personalities are set up for success because you can make infinite content on coffee, golf, fashion, what else?
I mean, you can do
I think about this a
content
lot.
glitch on Ironman training soon.
Oh my gosh.
Hey. No, I think about that a lot.
What?
I wish I had a golf channel.
I wish you had a coffee shop.
I wish I had a place where I can talk about watches. I wish I could. Yeah, I wish I had a coffee shop. I say all this stuff because I can have it all.
Yeah, I was gonna say you know what I mean. I know
I don't want.
You could do a vlog channel if you wanted to with all that stuff.
I think so. I think that'd be fun. Is it the right time?
I don't know. I mean,
it could be a distraction more than.
Well, the idea is that it should just come alongside what we're doing.
But it allows people to look into more of what you.
I mean that's why people who are have grown their main account. They've determined that number, and then they've started the Clips account, or they've started
Yeah.
the BTS, or like that like inside the life or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you should start making content like Mr. Beast.
And if you are still on the podcast, DM me, put a comment, and say, Department fam. I appreciate everyone who listens or watches until the end. And so excited for next year. It's about to be crazy. Hey, go back, watch the old stuff, consume the old stuff. You're a different person from the last time you actually listened or watched it. So, and how about you finally take the leap, do the Content to Cast challenge, and watch your life forever change. Peace out. We'll see ya in 2026.
Happy New Year.
That's right.